the court's concerns was that drugs were being grown in the child's room.
Yes, Your Honor.
A father stands before a judge, charged with endangering his own child after authorities discovered an illegal substance being cultivated just feet from the baby's crib.
All right. Hello. Did you all get a chance to review the CPS records?
The documents that you referred us to, yes, Judge, which looks like the final conclusion.
All right. The court is calling 2025 CR 009798 State versus Jacob Aggero. Can I have parties announced?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Suzanne Kramer for Mr. Aggero.
And are you Mr. Aggero?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this was a recall back for sentencing because the court wanted the CPS worker here, and the state informed the court that they were unable to have the CPS worker here. So both parties had no objection to the court reviewing the CPS records. Is that correct, state and defense?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And so outside the agreement, the state was requesting no contact with the complainant. And my understanding, defense, you were opposed to that.
Back then, yes, I was, as I am now.
All right. So state, you're asking for no contact, and I will tell you, the court's concerns was that drugs were being grown in the child's room.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And from reading the CPS records, it's the court's understanding that the child does go to school. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the.
Bueno,
All right. If you're tested today, what would the result be? And let me just tell you before you answer me. If you're negative, I will remove the no contact order. But if you're going to be positive with an illegal substance, then there's going to be a no contact order because obviously CPS didn't do their work. So if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I take methadone on a regular basis.
Okay.
That's in my system. I have quit smoking. I knew though it took like 2 months last time for when I was in CPS to get clean. It's been over a month since.
So
I've
here's the
indulged
thing.
in-
See, this is the problem. And this is, I understand that CPS can only keep their cases for a year and they say, oh, people are doing okay, it appears, so we're just going to dismiss this case. That case has been dismissed for a while. You should not have gone back to using marijuana. And I'm assuming when you say in your system, that's marijuana?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And the person, your wife has she been using marijuana as well?
No, no,
Will she be positive?
no, Your Honor.
All right, so here, this is what I want you to understand. Part of my job is to make sure that children are protected, make sure the community are protected when they're placed on probation. All right, methadone. I understand that people use methadone. In my personal opinion, methadone is just another drug, but I understand why it's prescribed, but those levels should be going down. But you should not be testing positive for marijuana. Marijuana is not a part of the methadone recovery system.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why should I allow him to have contact when he's still using marijuana? Or at least live in the home since he's still using marijuana?
Well, I was unaware that he was still using.
Judge, I was as well, with all of my conversations with him, where obviously marijuana was the issue. He did not inform me that several months ago he used it. I can say that what happened in court at the last setting scared him greatly in terms of having to move out of the house and not being able to be around his children. I've watched the interaction with him, and at least the small one, Layla, is very good. I don't think he will be using it anymore. And of course, I have no problem with the court zero tolerancing him on weekly marijuana urine testing just to make sure that he's complying. I don't think he will. I think he got really scared at the last setting that he needs to get his act together and has not had any since then.
All right, so here's my question for you. Do you have parents in the city?
I have a father, yeah.
All right, is that an appropriate place to stay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so this is what I'm going to order. He's going to live with his father, not live in that home until he's negative for marijuana. You know,
And then as soon as he's negative, he can go back.
When he's negative, they can come back to the court and ask that he be allowed to live in the home. So here's the thing, your attorney was fighting so hard for you and you didn't do your part. So don't blame her. She did her part. You didn't do your part.
Of course.
Your part was to come into court to be negative, present something to me. Because you knew the state was asking for no contact. You knew I had concerns because drugs were being grown inside your child's room. You understand?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Are you employed?
I am, Your Honor.
And what do you do?
Packing for Pure Flavor.
All right. There's going to be a $1,500 fine that will be probated. 3 years deferred adjudication. This is run concurrent with 2025 CR 007562C. Is that a motion to revoke?
No, that's the main case, actually, Judge.
Yes, that's the initial drug charge, CTD drug case.
So the 2025 CR 009798, is that the case we're proceeding on?
We're proceeding on both, Your Honor. They're running concurrently.
One of them is a state jail, so we've.
Can I have the other case, please? I only have one. All right, the court is calling the 2025 CR 009798 and 2025 CR 007562C. So in 2025 CR 009798, there's a $1,500 fine probated, 3 years deferred adjudication. It's a run concurrent with 2025 CR 007562C. There's to be no residing with Layla Aggero. And no unsupervised contact with Layla Aggero until the defendant tests negative.
And Judge, is that negative for the marijuana, or do you want them off the methadone as well?
The methadone, that doctors will have to do that. But what I can tell you with methadone, that's not technically supposed to be down. All right. So the levels on that needs to start going down.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. $100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once the parenting classes are complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. And that cost number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
I did, Your Honor.
Because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And cause number 2025 CR 007562C, the court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be a $2,000 fine. That will be probated. There's to be restitution of $380 to the Bexar County Crime Lab for drug testing. $200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order the MRT. Once that's completed, 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. And I'm going to order the life skills course. Once that's completed, the remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits until further notice, 1 time per month. There's to be no residing with Layla Aggero and no unsupervised contact with Layla Aguero until you present with a negative UA. Probation in either of those cases, is there anything else?
Employment, sir.
All right, thank you. Proof of employment. And each cause number, there is to be proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
So Judge, so that I'm fully aware in regards to the methadone, are you saying non-supervised contact until negative from the marijuana and others and anything else other than that methadone, or?
No, it should just be, he shouldn't be positive for anything except methadone. Thank you. And that cause number, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this plea bargain agreement in that cause number, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Your child is 100% dependent upon you. She can't go in Travis Park and make it on her own. She's 100% dependent on you and your wife. If any of you fall down on the job, then she's just out there alone by herself. You understand?
I do, Your Honor.
So you're gonna have to start doing better, and doing drugs is not good. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
In this court, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come to the court.
Yes,
All right,
Your
good
Honor.
luck to you.
Consider the facts. An illegal substance growing in the child's room. The father is on methadone, and he admitted in open court to still using marijuana. With all that in mind, did the judge make the right call?